get the attention of the referee one way or the other. I would recommend that. We don't need to have any kind of negative circumstances for someone's health up there. It's all a lot of pressure, and you need to take care of yourself too, though.
Can Andreas take care of this? Tops for an 82 checkout in the opening leg. A 15-dart start and a hold of throw.
Yeah, will he work around that? Tried to. And that was the luxury he had. He could try to. Didn't have to go for double-double or anything and end up maybe missing outside.
Ricardo, you require 8.
The question has been asked of Ricardo. And he has the answer emphatically. And we are going to a deciding leg in this opening set. Holds a throw all the way through so far. Not much fist bumping from Ricardo Pietreczko in this leg. So 3 set darts incoming for Andreas Harrison. All Ricardo can do is set up and hope.
But it's almost become too easy for Harrison here. You kind of lose focus a bit when your opponent struggled so mightily, and you want to be razor sharp on this.
Is he sharp enough? Yes, he is. An intriguing opening set. 5 consecutive holds a throw, and it is the Swede who takes an early lead. Impressive stuff once again on the big stage from Dirty Harrison. Going on the 16s. That's fine.
Yep, 8 left.
That isn't as far as Ricardo Pietreczko is concerned.
Now you want to make sure, but maybe not take that long. Can he adjust? And it's a tough adjustment for the best.
6
for anybody. It's cost him watching his opponent have another chance to go up 2-0 and then have throw.
That is a break of throw, our first of this contest.
Or that he does not fancy his opponent having a crack at 167.
128.
The way this set has been, I don't know why he'd be worried about that. But I guess they do seem to crop up from nowhere.
This one will not be cropping up.
49. Andreas required 36.
To go the distance in the set. Over to double 9. It's a tricky switch. Not too tricky for Dirty Harrison.
Well, that first dart at double was dirty.
Should get himself down to a 2 darts from here, you would think. Maybe not.
Well.
Oh no.
43. Andreas required 126.
Maybe a couple of visits from here for a 2-set lead for the Swede. Doesn't get a dart at the bullseye. And doesn't set it up brilliantly either.
Yeah, very weak visit all around. Some tension in this. Can Ricardo feed off the tension of his opponent there and say, aha, wait a minute, he's not at it.
To feed off it. Oh, he's chowing down with a 158. What a shot! Ricardo Pietreczko out of pretty much nowhere. Work his way up. Just in the single 20.
60.
And the second dart was closer to tops than the third, believe it or not.
Yeah, doubling not really clicking for the Swede. Speaking of clicking, this looks routine.
74.
Flew on him though.
Andreas required 20.
Double 10 for 2-0. Job
Game
done.
shot the second leg. Andreas Harrison.
It's part of the Dirty Harry persona, perhaps. There's a chili dog back at the table.
137.
That'll make his day. Down single to double for a 3-0 set.
Andreas Suljovic, 54.
Can he get this one in tidy fashion? He's hoping so. This to be 2-1.
Dominant set for the Swede. Takes it in 3 straight legs.
If he misses it. Yeah, okay, well, that looks a little more traditional.
Leaves double 8. Well, it's the route that he took it out in the opening set. It does not work for him on this occasion. Can Ricardo Pietreczko conjure up a second ton-plus finish of the match? Needs the treble. Finds the treble. Double 18. Brilliant stuff.
Ricardo Pietreczko. Third leg is Ricardo to throw first.
Vital
Game on.
from Pikachu. Celebrating using only his neck. Needs a treble and finds it for another ton-plus finish. Completed on double 18. Not on this occasion.
Andreas Suljovic, 161.
So treble 19. And bull.
136.
Oh, he really wanted that. He wanted to have his big moment and a big outshot.
18.
Got to tidy up the 18 he left. Last start in hand. Oh, it's just snuck in the bottom.
Ricardo Pietreczko. Fourth leg is Andreas to throw first.
Well, he missed one higher on a bull. He wouldn't have to get a bull if he gets another of those. Disappointment. He's feeling like he's been capable, but he just hasn't had success.
32.
Things just eluding Andreas Harrison right now. And the fourth set eludes him as well, because Ricardo Pietreczko has hit back in this one. He's ridden his luck at times, he's found some clutch finishes at others, but Ricardo Pietreczko is back level. It's Harrison 2, Pikachu 2. Might be an important start, that last one.
And this is where the finishing needs to sharpen up. No opportunities for the German. He has to get this. And he does. Denies Pietreczko. And you have to when your opponent's been kind of making their whole case against you on those outshots.
Can't get down to a finish. So Andreas Harrison, a ton 40 here, would do very nicely indeed.
100.
Has to settle for a ton, but it leaves single to double for a 3-0 set.
Yeah, and he'll persist on making those tops or double 10s work, you would feel.
58. Andreas Suljovic, 56.
You're hoping to, well, of all the things, one dart for tops then.
That's all he needs on this occasion. Missed the big number. It did not matter. 3-2 to Andreas Harrison, who needs one more set.
He's maintained kind of the edge, and you need all of these. He's going to need at least another big treble.
99.
Yeah, that leaves it out, but
146.
it's kind of preposterous. Harrison will feel like he has 6 from here. Might not need them.
Another in there. For a preposterous check out. That is magnificent, Andreas Harrison. And it puts him on the brink of victory. Looks at the score. Does he go to the 16s? Is Pikachu close enough? He does, and it leaves the bull. And he has missed the match dart.
Ricardo 161.
Yeah, he's left the double, but he needs that to miss. And very bleakly, he realizes that's probably it.
Pietreczko forlorn. Harrison victorious. The Super Swede has done it again. He has beaten top players from England, Japan, and now Germany. Andreas Harrison raises his arms aloft. He is through to the last 16 of the World Championship on debut.
Well, he doesn't need to entertain a bullseye bid. I wonder if he will if he hits the treble here. Well, he had a flash at it. Didn't scare the red bit, but has time on his side. He's left the two-dart combination.
James Hurrell can give him a nudge here. Oh, look at that from James Hurrell. A 180 to leave double one. To tap Bunting on the shoulder in the opening leg.
Double 16 here. No bother, 14-dart leg. And James Hurrell had Wayne Mardell off his sofa there. 180 to leave two.
Now Bunting and Clayton on that collision course in the quarterfinals. Placing the top four as well at stake.
Yeah, you've alluded to the sideshow there, Mark, of the world ranking and Premier League place. But let's watch Hurrell here, sizing up the single to leave double top. What a finish that is, by the way.
Really good from Hurrell. We got a good angle of where he just worked his way up as well. Averaging around about 84, and this 110 will see Hurrell get a one-set lead. Stay there.
58. Stephen, you require 114.
Well, can Bunting get things back on course? Treble, well, he stayed, which would have left the lesser spotted double 17, which we haven't seen yet, but he's left double 16. But Hurrell now to kill off the opening set. Tops the target. James Hurrell, the rank underdog, has taken the opening set of this last 32 tussle. Can he find a treble 20 with one of the first two? He can find it with the first one. And the second to leave double 5.
120.
Wow.
Stephen, you require 132.
Well, if you can find the treble 19, it's a perfect guide on the ball for Bunting. So unlucky. It was a well-thrown dart. He went for the darting throw.
For a fraction of a second, it looked like it was in. Now, double 5, Hurrell. James Hurrell in a mean mood up there. And I reckon you can call this early. Stephen Bunting's in trouble. Double 9. Well, he didn't want to come inside double 9. He made sure he missed outside. Well, Stephen Bunting is called the bullet, but he's dodged a bullet.
Set darts missed for Hurrell.
3 bullets, actually.
Bunting.
And Stephen Bunting
Just
takes
second
it
leg of the
out.
match. Yeah, it's got a bit of luck there, Rod. But that's what Stephen needs to get himself back in this, well, getting it in this set. I'm not going to say the match, it's still early, but you can see he feels that's really important.
140 would put him in it, and even 120 would give him a squeak. And 100 rather, to leave 120 would give him a squeak. That is going to cause a problem.
He's done well with that last start. Because you're right, Rod, that one could have made things tricky. Big exchange incoming here. Bunting needs a treble or the ball. Gets the treble and gets the double. And you heard that roar from Bunting. He's worked his way back into the set. Huge leg incoming even this early in the match. It's Hurrell with the darts. He's already missed 3 for a 2-set lead. Still got work to do here, James Hurrell. This has been a good leg from both players. But Hurrell with the advantage of throwing first gets the chance to wrap up this second set.
Stays hunting the treble, can't find it.
52.
It's a good setup. He's left tops. Now he's banking that Stephen Bunting can't produce a roof raiser. An absolute ramtusler to claim the set from absolutely nowhere, from way downtown.
Listen to the eruption of his 161 goes. And it's on. Needs that treble 17. Gets it. What a shot this would be from Bunting to level up. And he does level up. Huge shot from the bullet. And James Hurrell squandered 3 set darts to win it 3-0. But Bunting digs deep. He levels up this match at 1 set apiece. And look at the bullet. He's fired up now.
Can Hurrell take it out now?
Missed the ball by a fair way on his last couple of attempts.
78.
And Bunting from there, having hit the single 20, went the treble 18 route, which I think most pros probably would, but James Hurrell is becoming obsessed with the bullseye. Tops! Stephen Bunting is now in front in this darts match for the first time since the end of the very first leg of the contest. Stephen Bunting's had 5 3-figure outshots in the tournament so far. The one that won the second set was his highest, 161, now looking 146.
Danger of 132.
Again, it's a big ask for Hurrell. 80 remains. Gets the tops. Can he follow? Brilliant from James Hurrell. It's his turn to fire in a big finish. 5-ton-plus finishes in the match. We saw Bunting take out a 161 to take the second set. We've seen Hurrell take out a 137 to keep set 3 alive. Slender lead in this leg. Will soon be eclipsed, particularly now, and that is inviting for more.
123.
Stephen Bunting has already cleaned up 161 on the bullseye, and he might well need to clean up 121, because James Hurrell's 5th 180 of this contest leaves him on 57 after a dozen darts. Goes the alternative route to lead double 16. Oh my! Stephen Bunting. That's why he's the world number 4. As you may say, the 5th legs of the second and third sets, I don't think he could have played them a whole lot better. I mean, obviously he could have had 9 dart legs, but I mean, let's live in the real world here. He played them both very, very well and lost them. Oh, and he'll be thinking, no, not a fish. Stephen Bunting has missed a 3-figure finish.
James, you require 40.
James Hurrell probably couldn't watch as he heard the roar of the crowd after the first couple of trebles. He needs to hold himself together here, James. That's a good dance, a good leg from James.
Second leg, Stephen to throw.
97. The treble 19 is his target. Now hunts the double. For double top. Oh, he's in the wrong bed.
59.
Bunting will fancy this. Is it ton-plus finish number 5 incoming? And even if it doesn't go, there's some decisions to make for James Hurrell. If he returns. He may not. Top to the 106. Pulls it low. What does James Hurrell do now? Straight at it or split?
That would have been an act of cruelty. Well, he hit it in the last visit as part of the combo, this double 19. And he's hit it again. Virtually the same hole. And James Hurrell is all square. He's had some disappointment. He's had some tough breaks.
Hurrell to break. He's had a 137. It's not going to be joined by a 136.
So Stephen Bunting, despite
96.
being really pushed by James Hurrell, has a 2-dart combo to go in front in this crucial set, the 5th set of the match. On double-double, double 18, double top.
56.
Gotta say, Hurrell deserves his chance. Messed around on double 3 and 1 double 1 in leg 1. This chance to break, and he does break. 13 darter.
Oh, it's on. The 14 finds the single to lead. Bullseye. He's wide. He's wild.
84.
I think he glanced over and said, "Good leave." But don't bank on returning, James. Bunting's already fired a 161, a 121, a 110 and 100. But the 125 isn't joining it. Big opportunity for Hurrell.
You're quite right, Mark. Once he'd missed the whole bull segment, he was in the lap of the gods. It was like a roulette wheel, and it came down on black 10. And that leaves him with 3 at tops. Got to take full advantage of the luck. And he does so. James Hurrell takes the 5th set. He's in front by a set again. 1 set up. Only 2 sets left to play, and Bunting must win both of them.
Yeah, of course, Stephen can play better, and generally does play better than this, but he's still well and truly in the match. But James Hurrell's been fantastic, and he's not a million miles away from getting rid of the number 4 seed here. He's edging closer.
You wouldn't mind a pound for every time James Hurrell's thrown at the bull tonight, Mark, would you? And he might have a look here at the end of 81. He won't need to go for it, though, with Bunting not on the finish, so perhaps not. But even so, has a look at the scores. He knows what's happening here. He's going to get 2 at double 12. It's a sensational leg. It's a 14-dart leg. James Hurrell is absolutely on fire now, and Stephen Bunting is on the brink.
Just the 1 dart at the ball for Bunting.
2 trebles here for James Hurrell will put Stephen Bunting under all manner of pressure to take out that 84. Won't be 2 trebles. Will be 1, however. Well, Stephen Bunting knows he dare not miss. 2 darts at double 12. Dare not miss. Dare not miss. Hasn't missed. Full credit. Bunting Jr. knows his dad's still in the contest, he's still in the World Championship. And James Hurrell has thrown thousands of legs of darts in his career. None of them have been bigger than this.
I've been there. You tighten up in key moments. And in a few moments' time, if Bunting takes like James Hurrell, we'll need to find 3 legs, possibly even more.
Stephen Bunting has earned the right to have a look at what would be a 5th ton-plus outshot of the match if he takes it out. He's already taken out exactly 100 once. Can he do it again?
He wants to go aggressive here. He likes the lie. He thinks he can find a way through. Goes over to the 18. Too much indecision there from James.
Stephen, you require 100.
This is to win the 6th set and level the match. 2 at tops. Stephen Bunting has come off the canvas here. He was being counted out.
Huge opportunity for Hurrell to put himself in a position to throw for the match again. He's going to get opportunities from here, that is for sure.
Brilliant visit.
Treble 19.
Well, he's left 42 after a dozen darts, and Bunting is having a real leg off here, and he now needs a let off James Hurrell.
93. Going to require 42.
To throw for the match again. It's 2 for tops for Hurrell. He gets the tops. Now this is where he's got to be really positive, really aggressive. He came up dry when he threw for the match in the previous set in his first 6 darts. Can he get out in front?
A 14-dart breaker throw when the air is at its thinnest at the World Darts Championship, and James Hurrell's being asked all manner of questions here.
But he's landing low. That's a good second dart. and third dart. That's incredible visit from James Hurrell. He's going to get a chance to win the match.
Games you require 100.
For the match. For the match. Double top. James Hurrell eventually blows the bullet away at the Alexandra Palace. He has just passed the toughest examination paper he has ever been forced to sit, and now he's having the time of his darting life. James Hurrell is into the last 16 of the World Darts Championship.
More like it. There we go, Mensah.
Yeah, he needed all of that to get to a finish, and he's there on a finish first against throw. So again, I put the idea out there. He needs these sorts of performance-related tactics to get under the skin of Luke Littler, but he won't be taking the 138 out, and he just barely got under 100. So this 80, you would feel, would be rather routine. Double 10.
Incredibly so.
Luke Littler. Third against Spencer's throw first. Game on.
None of that kind of thought pattern. Just, okay, I need this. I get it.
And he's got that as well. 180 number 2 for Littler. Just no more questions left to answer, I think, for himself, apart from how much can he win. He knows he can win when he's under it. He knows he can run away with games.
A couple of maxes apiece. Littler back ahead again to leave 42 to wrap up the set. Nothing Mensah can do about that.
96. Luke Rakai, 42.
Decent leg from Mensah. Suljovic. May not matter. Does not matter, because Littler races to the opening set. 3 legs without reply. 110 average. 1 dart missed a double.
It's a good reminder. He's been around 20 years, playing this game very well.
140. Mensah Rakai, 140.
Chance for a break. A small chance, but a chance nevertheless. Can't follow it. Leaves tops. Littler needs the combo finish.
Yeah, can he just snuff out the hopes of the Austrian as easy as that? He's made it look that way so far. Tops. Ruthless stuff. I mean, it just renders all the efforts of the Austrian irrelevant.
But he can do it all. And he is doing it all at the minute.
I'd say that 101 was good timing. We talk about that sometimes, but there really isn't much timing about his game. He's on all the time.
Yeah, if you're going to be great every visit, then there's got to be ones where, no, it's quite handy to have been great then.
He times his poor visits, the 1 in 10 of them. If it's that even high a number.
Well, he was attempting to set up a 10-dart leg on double 2 there. As it is, he will settle for an 11-darter on tops, you would think.
140. Luke Rakai, 42.
Double 10 it'll have to be. And double 10 is found for a 12-dart leg and a break.
And a 2 big treble visit absolutely remedied the poor visit last time.
Mensah was not very good in set 1. He's been pretty good in set 2, and yet he is yet to have a darted double in this match. And if there's another ton-plus combination here, and there might be, that is a 2-0 lead. Luke Littler has won every single leg. Mensah acknowledges it, but he cannot do anything about it right now. Look at that. What do you do against this? Littler dominant. Can he get a dart at double? No, he cannot.
And history would tell us Luke Littler takes it out now.
On double 15. That's exactly what happens. The legs keep on racking up.
Well, leave double and pray. Pray Luke Littler goes off here and misses a double.
Double 10. Double 5. He has missed. There we go.
Yes.
The hand of the divine intervenes for Mensah Suljovic, and he will get darts at double tonight.
And I don't think anyone would begrudge him that.
I don't know, Luke Littler looks like he might have done. And he's hit a double as well.
What a joyous moment.
But this is good. Here comes Mensah.
I don't think the thought of a fifth leg in a set had occurred to me till just about now.
96. Mensah required 41.
What double is he going to leave? He elects for double 16.
For break of throw. And he has the throw now in the deciding leg of the set. What is going on?
Littler shifting, and he's making a racket as well. He really does not want to lose a set.
I love it. I love his enthusiasm, his energy towards perfection. He has not dropped a set, remember, in this year's World Championship.
Well, if he doesn't take this, he might not have a choice. To the 14 segments. Double 11. 3-0 Littler, just when he needed something, he produces. And Mensah Suljovic, what more does he have to do to get a set on the board?
One more leg than two. A very interesting matchup, that. And you put on top of it, the likely opponent the winner gets is Luke Littler, and then there's all the more to play for, really.
Well, Heta is a player who's beaten Luke Littler in a major tournament, happened at the UK Open. Had an incredible game here between Rob Cross and Luke Littler.
Well, if any player manages to topple Luke Littler, they're going to get the acclaim that goes with it. But he looks so on a mission here.
Well, he is the reigning champion here. Also the whole of the UK Open, Match Play, Grand Prix, Grand Slam, Players' Championship Finals.
134.
And you can see why. A number of times he's been knocked out of a big TV tournament this year. Vanishingly small, just 4. And every single time his opponent's not averaged more than him, and it's been one of the greats. It's taken a beating. Is it another leg for Littler? It is. His finishing tonight is sumptuous.
Yeah, 4-ton plus finishes. He's going to beat you. If he decides, he's going to beat you.
The end is 9.
140.
Leaves that 81. And with his finishing tonight, you kind of expect it to go.
And with his attitude tonight, I'm not mentioning anything about the way he goes.
Luke require 81.
Treble 17, double 15. A miss inside. Oh, and he's hit the treble.
75.
So he'll be back for double 3. Or will he? Straight at double 3 or 2 for double 2. But that is a statement performance from Luke Littler. The Nuke strides on in defence of his title. Mensur Suljovic powerless to stop him. It is one of his most dominant wins on that stage. His finishing remains pretty much flawless. Mensur Suljovic departs, but the teenager with the irresistible arrows, he is going to have to face something very, very special to stop him.